drummingforlife.com.
Hey, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Von Barron, and you're at drummingforlife.com. Thanks so much for being here. You could have been someplace else, but you're here with me, and I really appreciate it. So today I'm going to share with you my go-to ballad brushes pattern, and it works really well in any kind of ballad situation you're in. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you. As you saw in the introduction, I was playing along with a backing track that comes along with this particular lesson, and it's available at drummingforlife.com store at my vonbaronmusic.com page, and I'll share that with you, share that link below, so you can check that out later. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell so you get notified when new videos come out. So let's talk about our ballad brushes pattern. This works so well in so many different jazz ballad situations, and it's why I use it for everything. Basically what it's doing is it's marking time. It's marking that quarter note pulse. Okay, so let's go ahead and break it down by hands. So what you're doing is you're basically doing a C. You're doing two kind of interlocking Cs. One is backwards, one is forwards. And I'm not a big fan of like drawing patterns on drums and things like that. It seems more confusing to me than just watching what I do slowly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go like this, and you can just get an idea. So this hand, the right hand, is starting from the top and going to the bottom, and and at the same time, the one that's the left hand is on the bottom goes to the top. So like this, just like this. So they're always kind of going away from each other. All right. And what I do with the right hand is a little bit special. I mark time. So I'm playing a quarter note pulse. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another video where I talk about a quarter note pulse groove for swing, and you see that right there. I want you to go check that out so you get an idea of kind of how I'm playing this, but it's basically the same kind of technique with the right hand. All I'm doing is rolling the brush a little bit like this, and just kind of nice light tap. Not hard, not forcing it, just a real nice light tap. Again, we're playing ballad, so we don't need to play hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Real easy. So just up here, down here. So each you're at the top of the C, the bottom of the C, top of the C, bottom of the C. All right. So this is the backward C. This is the forward C is like this. So it's going the opposite of the other one. And it's just going like this. That's all it is. Real easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. On the hi-hat. 4. 1, 2. Really important that the hi-hat lines up perfectly with this tap, this little light tap. Drumming is always a cumulative effect. If you have a little bit that's off, it's kind of flamming, it's going to make the whole thing sound kind of amateurish. So you really want to get in there and make it tight, nice and tight. 1, 2, 3. And usually my 1 is at the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So I start 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here. That's how I'm counting it out. That's usually how I play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is just going like this. That's all it is. Now the 2 and 4 are up here. 1 and 3 are down here. Remember, it's the opposite, so they're doing the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, you got that part. That's easy, yeah? Okay, now, as you might have noticed on the bridge of the song, I went to a little double time feel. A lot of times in jazz ballads, we're going to add a little spice when we go to the bridge because it adds a little bit of contrast. Remember, it's really important to have contrast in music. In this case, we're going to kind of do a little rhythmic and like a little bit of a tempo contrast from the verse sections, the A sections to the B section. So the B section is a little bit like this. I'm going to show you. It's the same pattern essentially. 1, 2 like this. But I'm at a 4, a 1, a 2, and a 3, and a. Remember, jazz is all triplet based. Jazz swing. So if I'm playing, so I'm thinking, I'm going for that 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 1 and 2 and however you like to count it is fine. 1 and 2 and 3 and Now I'm doing this by just simply flexing the brush a little bit. That's all I'm doing, and giving a little bit of accent, a little bit of push with my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Real smooth. Remember, the key to playing really good brushes is to make it as smooth as possible. That's the goal. If you want to play things stinging, stinging sounds, then it's really good to play with sticks. But if you're going to play something like a ballad, you really want it to be pretty. You want it to be really nice and smooth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So it's on the all of the counts, the of each count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Often with ballads also, you might have noticed I play my bass drum on 1 and 3. And I do that for a specific reason. I've played a lot of years, and I've played a lot of gigs. And one thing I've found that if I don't play that, sometimes the time gets a little squirrely. Different musicians may have different concepts of time, and if I want to keep the time and the tempo right in the right place, the thing about ballads is they have a tendency to slow down. And when they slow down, it's just like you might as well take a nap. I mean, it's just, so you don't want to do that. You want to keep that time right there. So when the time you start at is the time you want to end at. And the reason I do the 1 and 3 is it really helps to keep that time moving. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Just a nice little tap. I'm not really whacking it with my foot. I'm just a real nice little tap. They call it feathering the bass drum in jazz terms. So just feather that bass drum. 1, 2, 3, Just a little kind of more like felt than heard is really important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so that's my go-to ballad pattern. I hope it helps you. If you have any comments, please go ahead and leave them below. Please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know when new videos are coming out, more are coming. And if you haven't already checked it out, please check out my Beyond Drum Beats podcast. I know you're going to love it. It's another way for me to connect with you and for me to support you in your drumming dreams, help you learn how to connect your sound, create your sound, and connect your sound to music and other musicians so that you can get more gigs. All right? Thanks so much again for watching, and I'll see you next time. And if you know what I always say, keep on drumming. All right. Thanks so much.
Drumming for life.